Hello family and friends, welcome back, welcome back. Right, I'm gonna swerve off course and we're gonna read John 6 because it's very good for moving on to John 10. We did finish at 10, didn't we? Yes, we did 8, 9, 10. Okay, so John 6. Let's just get straight into it. I'm dying to have a little rant, but so annoying. So annoying. It's just like everything, you have to keep an eye on everything. They just keep coming after you, no matter what you do. Always moving the goalposts. Always, constantly. It's just ridiculous the amount of things you have to deal with. But it's all written, isn't it? That's how you know you're on the right path. It's ridiculous. So, John 6. After these things, Yeshua went over the sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. And a great multitude followed him because they saw his miracles which he did on them that were diseased. They saw his miracles which he did on them that were diseased. And Yeshua went up into a mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. And the Passover, a feast of the Jews, was nigh. When Yeshua lifted up his eyes and saw a great company come unto him, he saith unto Philip, Whence shall we buy bread, that these may eat? And this he said to prove him, for he himself knew what he would do. Philip answered him, 200 penny worth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may take a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said unto him, There is a lad here, which have 5 barley loaves and 2 small fishes. But what are they among so many? And he said, Make the men sit down. And there was much grass in the place. So the men sat down, in number about 5,000. And Yeshua took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed the loaves. And when he gave thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and the disciples to them that were sat down. And likewise of the fishes as much as they would. When they were filled, he said unto his disciples, Gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing may be lost. Therefore they gathered them together and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above them that had eaten. Therefore they gathered them together and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above unto them that had eaten. Over and above. My cup runneth over. Then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Yeshua did, said, This is of a truth that prophet that should come into the world. When Yeshua therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force, to make him a king, he departed again into a mountain himself alone. And when even was now come, his disciples went down unto the sea, and entered into a ship, and went over the sea towards Capernaum. And it was now dark, and Yeshua was not come to them. And the sea arose by reason of a great wind, and blew. Now when they had rowed about 25 or 30 furlongs, they see Yeshua walking on the sea, and drawing nigh unto the ship. And they were afraid. But he said unto them, It is I, be not afraid. Then they willingly received him in the ship, and immediately the ship was at the land where they went. Long story short, read another account, you get to see what happened. We all know what happened. The day following, when the people which stood on the other side of the sea saw that there was none other boat there, save that whereunto his disciples were entered, and that Yeshua went not with his disciples into the boat, but that his disciples were gone away alone. Howbeit there come other boats from Tiberias nigh unto the place where they did eat bread, after that the Adonai had given thanks. When the people therefore saw that Yeshua was not there, neither his disciples, they also took shipping and came to Capernaum, seeking for Yeshua. And when they had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when camest thou hither? And Yeshua said to them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, you seek me, not because you saw the miracles, but because you did eat of the loaves and were filled. Labour not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath God the Father sealed. Labour not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. From him hath God the Father sealed. Matthew 4:4. I think you obviously get this by now. But he replied, It has been written, man shall not live by bread. Man shall not live and be upheld and sustained by bread alone, but by every word that comes forth from the mouth of God. It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Labour not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath God the Father sealed. Then said they unto him, What shall we do that we might work the works of God? What shall we do that we might work the works of God? This is the work of God, that ye believe on him whom he hath sent. Believe. Believe. The word. That's the main thing. Being in agreement and believing. This is why we keep reading. What did he say in 26? Verily I say unto you, ye seek me not because you saw miracles, but because you did eat of the loaves and were filled. There's some stuff in there is quite scathing. You know? Because you did eat of the loaves and were filled. So it's not about the music and the dancing, not so much. It's not about the cookout. It's not about that so much. It's not about the soup kitchen so much. And it's not about the ushers and the titles and the uniforms and all that so much. They said unto him, what shall we do that we might work the works of God? This is the work of God, that ye might believe on him whom he hath sent. They said therefore unto him, what sign showest thou then, that we may see and believe thee? What dost thou work? Our fathers did eat manna in the desert, as it is written, he gave them bread from heaven to eat. Yeshua said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not that bread from heaven, but my Father gave you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven, and giveth life unto the world. Then said they unto him, Adonai, evermore, give us this bread. And Yeshua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. But I said unto you, that ye also have seen me, and believe not. And that the Father giveth me all that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will no wise cast out. 2,000 years. For I come down from heaven, not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. And this is the Father's will which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me I should lose nothing, but you should rise up again at the last day. That's me, that's you, family and friends. God willing. This is what we're working towards. Whether it's the first or the second resurrection. Keep the faith right on to the end. And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Relax, no panic. We tarry and we watching. Forget about time. For what is time for those? What is time for those? What is time for those who are written in the book? What is time to those who are set to obtain everlasting life? I know. How long? But we weren't given these signs. No man knows the hour or the day, but we were given the signs to know the season. And this will he And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Then Judah murmured at him, because he said, I am the bread which come down from heaven. And they said, Is not this Yeshua, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then that he saith, I come down from heaven? Yeshua therefore answered and said unto them, Murmur not among yourselves. No man come to me except the Father, which hath sent me, draw him. No man come to me except for if God has sent you. If you've been called, if you feel it inside. And I will raise him up at the last day. 3 times. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be taught all of God. Every man therefore that have heard and have learned of the Father cometh unto me. Every man therefore that have heard and have learned of the Father cometh unto me. This is why we keep reading. Not that any man have seen the Father, save he which is of God. He hath seen the Father. Not that any man have seen the Father, save he which is of God. He hath seen the Father. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath everlasting life. I am that bread of life. Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness, and are dead. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof, and not die. I am the living bread which come down from heaven, and if any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. New heaven, new earth, life of the world. The world lives on. It's just, it needs renewal. Everyone has their fair shot. And we have been shown the way. The book's been around for so long. No excuses. 2,000 years. Judah therefore strove amongst themselves, saying, How can this man give us his flesh to eat? It's like Nicodemus. How can I return back to my mother's womb? Why do you speak unto this people in parables? How could this man give us his flesh to eat? Then Yeshua said to them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except you eat the flesh of the Son of Man, and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. Whosoever eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. 4 times. For my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood drink indeed. He that eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood dwelleth in me, and I in him. You in I, and I in you. You in I, and I in you. Think about that. And what was the last video about? As the living Father hath sent me, and I live by the Father, so he that eateth me, even he shall live by me. This is that bread which came down from heaven, not as your father did eat manna, and are dead. He that eateth of this bread shall live forever. Truth, way, life. Passover, sacrifice. The word, daily bread. Daily sacrifice. Click. These things said he in the synagogue as he taught in Capernaum. Many therefore of his disciples, when they had heard this, said, "This is a hard saying, who can hear it?" When Yeshua knew in himself that his disciples murmured at it, he said unto them, "Doth this offend you? And what shall ye see? And what if you shall see the Son of Man ascending up where he was before? What if you shall see the Son of Man ascending where he was before?" I was saving this for later, but let's do it now. John 6 and 62. Go to Acts 1:1. Go to Acts 1:11, sorry. Acts 1:11. What and if you shall see the Son of Man ascend up where he was before? Acts 1:11. Let's start at 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, "Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye up gazing up to heaven? This same Yeshua, which is taken up from you unto heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven." Acts 11:1. And the apostles and brethren that were in Judea heard that the Gentiles had also received the word of God. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. It is the Spirit that gives life. The flesh profits nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life, living waters, daily bread. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. But there are some of you that believe not. For Yeshua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray him. Just keep walking, friends and family. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. And he said, therefore, I say unto you that, okay. For Yeshua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray him. Okay, I guess it's time. Remember I said before how don't cheat. And I said I'm not going to drop those gems. I'm not going to go there. Because if you think you can cheat, you deserve it. Okay, let's just give it to you. Where you at? Here we are. I watched a very good video yesterday, and the dude was just dropping gems everywhere. It was power. Power. The kids, he's got the stuff. Because he keeps reading. And he even went here as well. And they that understood among the people shall instruct many, yet they that shall fall by the sword, and by flame, by captivity, and by spoil, many days. Now when they shall fall, they shall be helpen with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries. People trying to cheat, they're trying to save their own skins. This is obvious, basically. This is why I say don't cheat, because it's all throughout the book. Smite the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered. How are people reading these things and you still don't? Because the way you're seeing this book is just some old story. And we're just sitting here waiting for Jesus to come back. And it's just like, wow, come on, like, get into it. But many shall cleave to them with flatteries. The cleaving is for the faithful. Because basically, we'll get there later. And some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them and purge, and to purge, and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. So let me just say it in the Amplified Version. And some of those who are wise, prudent, and understand shall be weakened and fall. Thus, then, the insecure among the people will lose courage and become deserters. For Yeshua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray him. The insincere among the people will lose courage and become deserters. So you can't always hope to cleave onto certain people, to your pastor, to your priest, to any leaders, because some of them may take the mark, some of them are hunted. You know what the book says for the future. And what happens? Lose courage and become deserters. It will be a test to refine and to purify and to make those among God's people white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time, God's appointed time. That's why we don't fear death. Because God will snatch you up if you're in the wrong company. He will snatch you up just to test these people who are trying to save their own skins. Smite the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered. And this is what I mean, after everybody goes up, we can't lose hope and we can't lose faith. Because guess what happens after that? You're the shepherd now. And where else? Isaiah, where is it? Why else shouldn't you cheat? Don't think you can cheat this thing. See, I didn't want to say nothing. But, you know, informed decisions. Here it is. Let's go back a couple of verses. So, this is once everybody's gone up. Do not lose hope. It's a long journey home. You have to guide everyone out of here. You have to keep the faith. People will help us get to the sanctuary. Because everything changes when people go up. It's another thing which cannot be swept under the carpet. And they can, even if they try to do a news blackout or whatever, there are people who've seen it with their own eyes. And like I said, the excuses, trying to debunk the gaslighting, aliens. Because what happens in the alien movies, they get beamed up, don't they? I told you, these people are smart. And they've been ready for us for a long time. The conditioning, predictive programming. Right. See how I'm not telling you where this is. I'm just reading it to you. This is why you keep reading. You have to keep reading. Reading is believing. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. So there's healing on the way home. Then shall the lame leap like a hart, and the tongue of the dumb sing. For the wilderness shall waters break out, and streams in the desert. I spoke about this in returning home to mother. 12 trees, 12 streams. And the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of waters. Thirsty land. In the habitation of dragons, where each lay shall be grass with reeds and rushes. It's a desolate wasteland at the moment. No man has been able to build on this land. That's how we know it's not there. If any man say to you, lo here, lo there, I'm not in the desert. If any man say to you, lo here, lo there, I'm not in the Vatican. And a highway shall be there, and a way, and a highway shall be there, and a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness. And it even talks of a highway for the Libyans to come down. So I keep talking about our neighbours have a part to play. All this North Africa, Middle East place, they have a part to play. Just understand what's really happening. Because everyone's going to be on their face when we all go up. God willing that we go up. God-fearing people, godless people. It will be called the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those, the wayfaring men. Though fools shall not err therein. Even like clueless people. Even the most simplest person, we will all know, we will all flock. We know the path. There's a calling. People will be leading the way. New shepherds, the he-goats. Though fools shall not err therein. And then in my notes I've got Joel 3:17. Don't cheat, don't try to cheat, man. Nobody can cheat this thing. It's difficult for everyone, bro. It's like, everyone trying to search out the mysteries. No. It's calamities for trying to search out the mysteries. This is what we've been living under. People trying to search out the mysteries. You see here where it says, eat my flesh and drink my blood. Find out a book called The Delectable Negro. People's trying to search out the mysteries, ending up committing horrors. In trying to fake prophecy, you end up fulfilling it. And in trying to stop prophecy, all manner of horrors are committed. Joel 3:17. So shall ye know that I am the Adonai, your Elohim, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her any more. Strangers, depart from me, I never knew you. See how it all just... Okay, where was I? Let's finish up. For Yeshua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray him. And he said, therefore I said unto you, that no man come unto me except it were given him. It were given unto him of my Father. Therefore I say unto you, that no man come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. That's the point where you want to cry when you're first reading this and you've gone through your correction and you've picked up the book and you've stayed in the book, and now you're understanding where you're being sent. The call. Answer the call. But not everybody gets to go through their correction. And not everybody chooses to answer the call to pick up the book. Now from that time many of disciples went back and walked with him no more. Then Yeshua said to the 12, will ye also go away? Free will. Free will. Many people have walked away from the faith. They've walked away from the truth. It really does separate. People like to sit and listen instead of reading. There's only so much you can retain. But then we read to people because Some people can't read. Some people won't read or don't read. And we just do it because we like to. We love to. For that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him. What's the point in being fearful of the persecution now, when it's going to get violent later? It really does make you think who gets to go up. Then Simon Peter answered him, Adonai, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life. Then Yeshua said unto the 12, Will ye also go? Then Peter said unto him, Adonai, to whom? Where are we going? You have the words of everlasting life. And the world's bonkers. And we believe and are sure that thou art Christ, the Son of the living God. And Yeshua answered them, Have I not chosen you 12, and one of you is the devil? He spake of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, for he it was that should betray him, being one of the 12. The hour of tempting. They have no idea. Cleanse your hearts. Acknowledge the sacrifice. Recognize what he did on the Passover, so that we may have everlasting life, so that you may get to the sanctuary, so you can have long life, so that your children will be born in the kingdom and live as one of the children of the kingdom. No longer a stranger, born in the kingdom, family. Because outside the kingdom, dogs, jackals, every foul bird, madness, cannibals, it's really starting to make sense. Now we know. The truth, the way, the life, Passover, sacrifice, the word, spirit and the word, waters, the bread, daily sacrifice. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all of the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whosoever readeth, let him understand. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but not a hair of your head shall perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. Do not fear these times, friends and family, for it is written, and all things must come to pass. And for all your persecution, and for those who hated you and mocked you, for those who kick against the pricks, for those who blasphemed, when we get to Revelation 16, these be the days of vengeance.